He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on 3rd down? And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. This offense has it with really good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did they do? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do, now they've dug themselves an even bigger hole.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. And he'll work his way out across the 10 to about the 12.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the run, it's Russell. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that 2nd down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a 1st.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. The Razorbacks take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Razorbacks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Jackson will throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing.
Trying to beat the D deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Looking deep down the right side. Makes a deep grab. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Caught in the backfield. It's Richardson. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Fires to the big fella. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Past the 45. Could be an alley. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Well, the offense getting a little bit greedy, I think. They had an explosive play the play prior, and they decided to try to pile on, throw the ball right away, but the defense was ready for it. And what a great job up front, defeating the block and getting the sack, creating a negative play.
Makes the grab. It's Richardson. And he's wrestled to the ground. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Right down the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot of maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking for a crease, it's Russell. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this guy's showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They're going to run it. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. They'll run play action. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Fires to the wideout. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Harrington. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. The run inside, it's Russell. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. He'll run it again. Tackled there by the defense.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. Jackson will throw. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
And as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Pucks it out of the air. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Arizona right back to the line. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he's in! Touchdown, Arizona!
Yeah, tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
He's looking to throw. He barges his way into the end zone for the two, and we are locked up here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Smith's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here. And, man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those 1st downs, and just make that clock run.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. And you see he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Inside the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their 1st. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Jackson will throw. Quickly complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Wildcats call their third and final timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
The Razorbacks take their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And on 4th down, they'll try to... Oh, they fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And that pass, not surprisingly, is incomplete. I know they wanted to be aggressive, throw caution to the wind. They might have been better off playing it safe there.
Man, watching that fake field goal was a thing of beauty. Tie game, 2-minute situation. Everybody here is thinking, obviously, you're kicking it. That reminded me of the great Les Miles at LSU, the Mad Hatter, pulling the fake field goal out of the hat when no one was expecting it. They executed that thing beautifully.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
The offense changing the play. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. Going for it all. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop, and you win.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They wasted no time on that drive, got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab down the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Jackson going to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing